Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we shall be looking at question number 17, right, of exercise 9.2. The question here says that a man starts repaying a loan as first installment of rupees 100. So therefore, suppose there is some person who has taken a loan from say some XYZ bank. So he need to return the money. So he will be returning the money in installments. In the first installment, he is to pay rupees 100, right? And then from the next month onwards, what he does is he increase rupees 5 to the installment. So that means initially he had paid 100 rupees. In the next month, he would pay 105 rupees. In the next month thereof, he would pay rupees 110, and he'll keep on doing this. So what amount would he have to pay in his 30th installment? So that means this is our first term A1, this is our first term A2, this is our A3. So that means this is our first installment, this is the second installment, this is the third installment. So they are asking what is the amount that he need to pay in the 30th installment. So here we need to calculate A30 from this. So here the first term is obviously given to us, which is 100. The common difference is obtained by subtracting any two consecutive terms. So it is 5, right, because 5 is the increment he is making each time in the new installment. So therefore A30 would be obtained when you apply the general formula, because we know an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times of d. Substituting the value of n as 30, we have a plus 30 minus 1d. The value of a is 100. 30 minus 1 is 29. The value of d is 5. So we can simplify and solve this expression, and we have 245 as our answer. So that means the man will need to pay rupees 245 in the 30th installment after he starts paying his installment. So I hope you understood this question. Okay, let's now move forward on to our next question, 18th question, and the last question of this exercise. So here in this question, they are saying that the difference between any two consecutive interior angles of a polygon is 5 degrees. Now we do not know how many sides of this polygon would have, right? So let's make a dot like for so many sides. We do not know exactly how many sides are there, right? But what they are saying is that the difference between any two consecutive interior angles is 5 degrees. So that means here our AP would be on the angles, interior angles of a polygon. So for this we should know the sum of the polygon. So if you remember that whenever you have a triangle with you with 3 sides, right, so it has 3 sides, so therefore you know the sum of all the angles in this triangle is 180 degree. So again, when you have some quadrilateral with you, the sum of all the angles in this case is 360 degree. When you have a pentagon with you, right, with 5 sides, the sum of all the angles in this case is 540 degree, and so on. We keep on doing like this. So what is the formula for a polygon with n sides? What is the sum here? So here n is equal to 3 in this case for triangle. For quadrilateral, n is equal to 4. For pentagon, it is n is equal to 5. So that means here, if you see, if we apply this formula 180 into 3 minus 2, we would have 180 as the answer. Here if we apply 180 into 4 minus 2, we would have 360 as the answer. And here if we apply 180 into 5 minus 2, right, we would have 540 as our answer. So we can generalize this result whenever we have n as the number of sides with us. So the general formula is 180 into n minus 2 to represent the sum of all the angles within that particular polygon. So to find the number of sides of polygon, say we need to find n, what we need to know is we need to know the sum of all the angles of polygon, right? And it is given by this formula 180 into n minus 2. Now you know the sum. They are saying the smallest angle that is given to be 120 degree, right? So we need to find the number of sides of polygon. So here we are required to calculate the value of n, right? So we'll be making use of this formula because we know the sum of all the angles here is 180 degree into n minus 2, and we start with our angle 120 and the difference between each angle is 125, right? Consecutive angles is 125 and the smallest one is 120. So what would be the sum of all the angles here, right? So it would be, this would be our first term. The common difference would be obtained when we subtract any two terms, that is 5 degree. A is given to be 120 degree, right? So we need to calculate sum up to n terms, and how this n is what that we are to calculate here. This sum would obviously be equal to 180 into n minus 2. Why? Because the sum of all the angles here would be equal to the, that one number which is obtained using this formula. So we can substitute the values here. We know the formula for Sn, the sum up to first n terms of the given AP. It is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times of d. Correct? So you can substitute the value of A here as 120, the value of D as 5, right? And we need to calculate the value of N from here. Correct? So we can simplify the expression, solve it, solve this quadratic equation that we obtained after simplifying. So you see the factors here become n minus 9 and n minus 16. So that means either the value of n is 9 or the value of n is 16. So that means the polygon would either have sides 9 or it would have 16 sides. In both the cases, the minimum angle sum would be 120 degree. The consecutive angles would differ by 5 degree, and so therefore it would satisfy all the conditions here for this polygon, for the polygon with 16 sides and with 9 sides. Correct? So I hope you understood this question well. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching.